today are the all-wheel drive vehicles. The all-wheel drive vehicles come with a technology which is what we call CDC. CDC is basically continuous damping control. Later, when you go through the obstacles, you'll realize that there is a high degree of ride comfort. The reason why is because there's damping control on the shock absorbers. So when you go through the different obstacles, you will realize that when you see the instructor doing it, it looks very scary from the outside, but inside the car you will not feel much. And that is the key highlight of the vehicle. Of course, together with this, in terms of the exterior, you have noticed it when you were walking in. You will see a very futuristic exterior, whereby this is the first premium off-road SUV coupe by JP Malaysia. Of course, what is important to Malaysians, the first thing is the approach angle and the departure angle. In general, we do have quite a few potholes on the roads. Even when you enter into different shopping malls, the ramps and everything, there's a lot of concern whether you actually scrape your bumpers or not. With this approach and departure angle, you should be okay. Same thing is the water wading depth. So it's 450 millimeters. So in the case of flash floods, as long as you are below 140, as long as the water is below 450 millimeters, you'll be able to clear. Okay? And then of course the next thing which we are very proud of, this is a 2-liter engine, 4-in-line, where it's 257 horsepower and 400 Newton meters of torque. You will feel this at the 0 to 100 when you're actually doing the braking test. And of course, it is the all-wheel drive vehicle, 65 liters of fuel tank. There are 7 driving modes. You won't be using it today as you are in the road condition, but there are 7 driving modes to this vehicle. 8-speed automatic suspension, and of course level 2.5 ADAS. I will go into the ADAS into a little bit more detail after this. And of course, at the front, you will see a diamond matrix air intake grill. For the next part is the prominent Sigma daytime running lights. This is one of those things that customers really like, and of course the artistic headlights. Together with the artistic headlights, when the key is in your pocket, when you walk towards the car, the headlights actually turn on, and there are different welcome functions for you. So even if it's in a dark place, your headlights actually turn on so you can find your car easier. And of course there's keyless entry and exit and walk away, so you never actually need to take out your key from your bag or from your pocket. So it makes it a lot easier, especially because I see a few people with kids. Most of the time we're beginning and finding where our keys are, so this makes it very, very easy. It's in your bag, you'll be able to sense the doors will open. And of course, you will also notice the vehicle later is very silent, and this is because of the acoustic windshield and front mirrors. Next, all cars come with a 20-inch, as we are a premium brand, so therefore all of it is Michelin tires. And on top of the 4 tires, your spare tire is full size together with a full size rim. So you get 5 tires and 5 rims when you purchase the vehicle. The suspension system of this car, and this is another key highlight, combining with the CDC, the front suspension is McPherson, so the handling is actually very good for the vehicle. The rear suspension is multi-link, so it's very comfortable for your customers. So multi-link is a dual suspension, not a single part. Then of course, in terms of boot capacity, so with the seats up, you have a boot capacity of 660 liters. Once your passenger seats are folded down, you have a full size of 1,783 liters. So you can actually put a lot of things in the car, especially when you are traveling. The next, of course, is the hidden flash door handles. So the door handles are always closed, so if anyone tries to get into your car, it will be safe. And of course, the transparent underbody. I will show the camera images a little bit more detail after this. You will also see it when you drive the car later. Now, in terms of advanced active safety, what is very important to us, I just now said that we have ADAS level 2.5. So this is active safety, meaning what we're doing is that we are preventing an accident from happening. So there are multiple functions where we ensure that an accident does not happen. But in the event, if an accident does happen, there is also the passive safety element, meaning the car is actually built out of 85% high-strength steel. So it's an incredibly strong vehicle, and of course at the same time, there are 8 airbags equipped with this vehicle. And of course, in terms of the interior, we are very proud of the interior as there is a lot of elements that we have put in order to create the elements of luxury. Firstly, of course, when you go into the vehicle, the first thing you will notice is the LCD panel, which is 24.6 inches. And of course, you have a center console together that comes with air vents. There's even a cooler box. So basically, you can put drinks inside and it will stay cool. A very useful function for Malaysians because the weather can be very hot outside. Next, of course, the steering wheel comes together with paddle shifters. Very few Chinese manufacturers actually have this function, so you can actually change your gears using the paddle shifters. The same thing for the all-wheel drive variant. You actually you adjust your steering wheel electronically. And then the entire car is made with premium soft touch leather. Then there's also head-up display, so you don't have to keep looking down in order to know your speed. The head-up display basically allows you to look forward and then you are able to see your speed. Also, this car actually comes with what we call the DMS system, where it actually tracks whether you're paying attention or not. So if you do see alerts coming out, it's potentially because you're not paying attention or because your hand is actually blocking the DMS system. The next thing, your gear selector is actually on the right-hand corner of the steering wheel, and the steering wheel can be heated if necessary. Together with this, like what I said initially, there are silent driving modes to the vehicle, which you can actually change the modes on the center console. There's 3-zone air conditioning. When you go into the vehicle, you will realize that there is a sense in the vehicle. So basically, the all-wheel drive variant is equipped with 3 different scents, where you can actually select which scent you actually prefer. And of course, with every Malaysian car, you need to charge your phone on the go, so there is a wireless charging system as well, 50 kilowatts. So this is what I was talking about, the 540-degree camera. With this 540-degree camera, basically what you'll be able to see is the bottom part of your car. So this is very useful, especially for people to avoid potholes, or for those people with young children or with dogs or pets, you will not run over them because you can actually see the entire underbody. And there's also a built-in DVR, so you do not need to buy an external DVR and put it into your vehicle in order to record when you're driving on the road. Then of course, in terms of the seats, you realize how comfortable it is. It is full leather, and then it is also ventilated. In general, in Malaysia, the weather can be very hot, especially with black leather seats. Black leather seats are good because it's easy to keep clean. The bad thing is after parking under the hot sun for an entire day, it's very hot. Ventilated seats basically is an air cooler, so therefore, even though it's hot, it's still very comfortable to sit in. It cools down very quickly. There's easy entry and exit, so you'll notice when you open the door, the seat automatically goes behind. Especially for the taller people, it makes it a lot easier to come in and come out. Once you're seated in, with the memory functions, with the memory seats, you can actually move it back to the correct position. So there are actually 6 different memory seats settings, and everything is electronically controlled. Together with this is active rhythmic ambient lighting. So what is active rhythmic ambient lighting is that you can connect the lighting to either your driving lights or to your music. So basically for those, when you pair it to your Bluetooth, the light actually changes according to the rhythm of what you're playing. So for those with kids, your kids are going to enjoy changing the lights throughout the whole time. It might drive you crazy, but it's actually very useful to keep them distracted. Then of course, the current estimated pricing. This vehicle will only be launched in December. The estimated pricing for the all-wheel drive, which will be driving later, is 195. The two-wheel drive will be at 185. Alright, so now I will pass on to Fuad for the safety briefing.